Hello, it's Alex and welcome to Hey Little Thrifter. Today I'm going to be talking about my TBR for the Ladies of Horror Fiction Readathon. This is a readathon that I'm hosting with the wonderful Ladies of Horror Fiction, and it's taking place during the entire month of February, which is Women in Horror Month. I will leave some links in the description below for my announcement video and also to the Ladies of Horror Fiction, so you can check out some more information, and they also have a really great list of suggestions for each of the challenges. So I think I've decided on my TBR, and I decided I'm going to spend the whole month reading books that fit the challenges. So some challenges I have more than one book selected for, and we'll see how many I can get to. So for the first challenge, to read a book by an indie author, I am going to go with Cry Your Way Home by Damien Angelica Walters. This is a short story collection and it will be my first time reading her work. I've heard great things, so I'm really looking forward to it. And the back says, Cry Your Way Home brings together 17 stories that delve deep into human sorrow and loss, weaving pain, fear, and ultimately resilience into beautiful tales that are sure to haunt you long after you finish the collection. So yeah, looking forward to this one. For this challenge, I would also like to read Cock Block by C.V. Hunt. I mentioned this one in my announcement video, and this is supposed to be pretty brutal and violent, and it's also quite a short one, so it would also fit with the challenge number 5, which is read something short. For challenge 2, to read a book by an author of colour, I am going to read Her Body and Other Parties by Carmen Maria Machado. This is another short story collection. I believe the stories focus on women, and there is a mix of horror, fantasy, science fiction and fabulism, so it looks like a really interesting collection. And this book would also work for challenge number 3, which is to read a book by an LGBTQ+ author. For this challenge, I would also like to check out some of the short stories in this collection, which is Dark Dreams, a collection of horror and suspense by Black writers. This is a collection of both male and female writers, but I would like this month to focus on the ones written by women. And yeah, we have here Zane, Tananarive Dew, Linda Addison and many more, so yeah, I'm looking forward to diving into this one too. For challenge number 3, which is to read a book by an LGBTQ+ author, I am going to read Silk by Caitlin R. Kiernan. I believe this one originally came out in the late 90s, and it's about a group of kind of subculture misfits and their leader, who is a girl called Spider. And I'm just going to read some of the buzzwords here that we have in the description. Apparently Spider invites them into her mesmerising world of ritual and ceremony, blood and fire, a realm of vengeful gods, of exiled spirits harbouring in the dark secrets of hell and the darker secrets of heaven. So yeah, that sounds really cool. I do have a soft spot for 90s horror, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Challenge number 4, to read a book published before you were born. I am going to read The House Next Door by Anne Rivers Siddons. This was originally published in 1978. This is about a couple who live in the South, and they live in a beautiful house in a beautiful neighbourhood. That is until a house is built next door to them, and this house is evil. And yeah, that's all I really need to know. It sounds great. I've heard really great things about this one. It's been on my to-read list for a while, and yeah, it fits the bill for this particular challenge, so I'm really excited to finally get to it. And challenge number 5 is to read something short. So a short story, a novella, a graphic novel, poem, and I actually have a few things selected for this challenge. First up is Come Closer by Sarah Gran. This is, I think, just under 170 pages, and it is a possession story. and I've heard great things about this. I think I first heard about this one from Rachel at the Shades of Orange. I remember she really loved it and I've been meaning to check it out ever since, and for whatever reason just haven't picked it up. So yeah, now seemed like the perfect opportunity to do so. I would also like to read I Am Not Your Final Girl by Claire C. Holland. This is a horror poetry collection, each one based on women characters in horror film, and yeah, I've been hearing great things about this one too, so looking forward to giving it a go. I also picked up a graphic novel, and this is Coffin Hill Volume 1 by Caitlin Kittredge and Inaki Miranda. And I don't know too much about this one, but it's about witches. It looked kind of interesting. It does seem to have mixed reviews, but I thought I'd give it a go. Hopefully it'll be fun. It's about a character called Eve Coffin, who comes from a long line of witches. I believe in her teenage years she dabbled in the occult, and now in the present day as an adult she is a cop. And yeah, the artwork looks quite fun and colourful, so yeah, I'll give this one a go and see what it's like. And last up for the challenge of something short, I had to pick up a point horror book, and I'm going to go with The Invitation by Diane Ho. I do remember reading this one when I was a lot younger, and I remember really enjoying Diane Ho's books. So this one I don't remember too much of the detail now, but I'm really looking forward to revisiting it. This one is about a group of unpopular kids at school who get invited to the popular kids party, but it seems they weren't invited under the best of intentions, and as the back says, they haven't been invited to a party, they've been invited to die. So I'm looking forward to this one. They're pretty short and quick and fun reads, so yeah, this should be good. So those are all of the things I would really like to read in February for the Ladies of Horror Fiction Readathon. Hopefully this will be a good opportunity for people to pick up at least one book by a woman horror author. And yeah, do let me know if you're going to be taking part. I hope you can join in. If you're taking part, let me know below what you're going to be reading. I would love to hear what books people are choosing. If you are sharing anything on Instagram, feel free to use the hashtag #LOHFReadathon, and if you're sharing a TBR video, let me know the link. I would love to go check it out. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!